Hey guys, this is Wacco, and I'm on the PTR for patch 7.1.5, and I'm going to be talking about some exciting new Affliction Warlock changes that are coming up in patch 7.1.5. So we have some new talent choices, we have some new honor talents. I just feel like Blizzard's going in the right direction with this class now, and yeah, I'm just going to start off with the tier 15 or the level 15 tier talents. We have a new redesigned Haunt, which is actually not very new. It's very similar to the old Haunt. It does a lot of damage, and then for 15 seconds after, that target takes 10% more damage from your damage over time effects. So you can like put all your dots up, hit them with Haunt, and then they're going to be taking 10% more damage from all your dots. So that is pretty good. Raven Agony has not changed at all. It just makes Agony be able to ramp up to 20 instead of 10. And Malefic Grasp. It's a passive. While channeling Drain Soul, your damage over time effects deal 20% more increased damage to the target. You guys are probably wondering why I have Drain Soul and why right here this isn't Drain Soul anymore. Like, in the tier 15 talents, you used to be able to choose Drain Soul as a talent, but now Drain Soul is just baseline. It replaced Drain Life, so all Affliction Warlocks just baseline have Drain Soul now. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so that is what the first tier changes are, and then on the tier 30 or level 30 tier, Contagion's not changed, Absolute Corruption is not changed, but Life Tap has changed. Now Life Tap, or this used to be Mana Tap, so you just hit it and it like took some of your mana away and gave you like a 10% damage buff or something. But now it's whenever you use Life Tap, your damage is increased. So like I can just Life Tap, lose some health, and then I have 12% increased damage for 12 seconds. I can see this being okay, but at the same time, Absolute Corruption is probably better, for PvP at least. And PvE, honestly. So yeah, those are all of the changes for the regular talents, like for Affliction Warlock. We have new Haunt, Malefic Grasp, baseline Soul Drain, or Drain Soul, and Empowered Life Tap, replacing Mana Tap. And in the honor talents, we have some pretty big changes down here on the bottom two tiers. Endless Affliction has not changed at all. It increases the duration of Unstable Affliction by 4 seconds. And then Amplify Afflictions has not changed at all. It reduces the global cooldown on your Curses, Agony, Corruption, and Unstable Affliction by 0.5 seconds. But what I want to talk about is these four right here. Soul Shatter. It consumes all of your damage over time effects on the 5 nearest enemies within 40 yards, dealing 10% of their total health and shadow damage. For each hit by Soul Shatter, you gain 1 Soul Shard and 10% haste for 8 seconds. So, let's say in Arena you have dots on all 3 people, you use that. It's going to take 10% health from each of them. Then it's also going to give you 3 Soul Shards and 30% haste. So I haven't tested this out at all yet, but I feel like that could be really strong. But I don't know. I will definitely test that out more, or I'll test that out in the future and see how that goes. And then Death's Embrace, Corruption, Unstable Affliction, and Agony deal 100% increased damage on targets that are below 30% health. See, I don't know. I feel like this spell is very good, but the fact that they need to be below 30% health, this talent is totally useless until you get someone down below 30% health. But also, when you do get someone down below 30% health, they're just gonna melt if they're taking 100% increased damage from Corruption, Unstable Affliction, and Agony. Let's say you have like Agony up to like 20, have a couple Unstable Afflictions on them, and then your Corruption. When they hit 30% health, they're gonna be taking double damage from that. They're just gonna melt. Like, that's pretty crazy damage. And then down here, Rotten Decay has been changed. Each time your Drain Soul deals damage, it increases the duration of Unstable Affliction, Corruption, and Agony on the target by 1 second. On live, it totally refreshes the duration of all those. Now it just increases the duration by 1 second. So I don't know if that's going to be the best choice anymore. Uh, Honestly, I like playing with Amplifying Afflictions because it's just really fast paced. You can easily reapply dots super fast. But alright, here is a new talent, Cursive Shadows. It's a 30-second cooldown, 40-yard range. Magical damage over time effects will strike the target for an additional time for 50% of the damage as Shadow. So, like, if you have dots up on a target and then you use this, it's going to be all the dots are going to be hitting the target, and then 50% of the damage from those dots are also going to be hitting the target. So it's like 150% damage from your dots. I wonder if these. Hmm. There might be some synergy here with Death's Embrace and Curse of Shadows, because this increases the damage of Corruption, Unstable Affliction, and Agony by 100% for on targets under 30% health. And this magical damage over time effects will strike the target for an additional time for 50% of the damage as Shadow. Does that mean that once they're below 30% health, if you have Death's Embrace and Curse of Shadows, that it's going to be dealing 100% damage, and then also another. Whoa, hold up. Okay, so these two together, you could be doing a shit ton of damage to people below 30% health. Like, once they hit 30%, they're just going to melt down to 0. So yeah, those are the changes for Affliction Warlock. We have Soul Shatter, Death's Embrace, New Rot and Decay, Cursive Shadows, New Haunt, which is like the old Haunt, Malefic Grasp, and Powered Life Tap. Those are all of the. Oh yeah, and Baseline Soul, Drain Soul. So yeah, those are all of the all of the changes for Affliction Warlock in 7.1.5. Hope you guys liked the video. If you guys could like, comment, subscribe. Like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like the video. Comment any feedback that you guys have. Just I'm still a pretty new channel. Just yeah. All right. You guys have a nice day. Peace.